All right, are you going to get off of me now or are you going to sleep now? Come on, I've got work to do. Honestly, I'm not here all day as your bed. Mwah. Right, off you go.
There's always a lot of work to do on a farm, especially a farmyard set up for just one day in central Christchurch. Because of COVID, that once-a-year treat, the New Zealand Agricultural Show, was cancelled. But show organisers are making sure that children can still do one of their favourite things: see and touch the farm animals up close. The city farmyard is a way to bring people from the city and from the country together, and for children to learn about all kinds of animals and how to care for them. One day they may be volunteering at the show themselves or taking care of animals on their own farms.
You see all those goats and lambs and those 2 cows? Yep. They're all mine. We live on 10 acres. I have to do rabbit waters, feed the goats and feed the horses, cows, chickens.
And can you tell me your name and how old you are?
Ryder James Drury Sullivan, and I'm 8.
Right, pass them all to each other. Do you survive it, Archie? We're going to have the rats in here, the rabbits over there, and the little piglet. Oh, yeah.
Those eggs, that goat fits in this guy.
Oh, they are.
So what's your job here?
Well, currently feeding goats.
On a farm, baby calves drink about 10 litres of milk with regular feeds every few hours. That would be like you or me drinking about 40 glasses of milk every day. So whilst the calves are pushing and shoving over the fresh warm milk, everyone's getting ready to introduce the animals to today's very excited visitors.
And today for you, we've got cows, we've got goats, we've got sheep, we've got baby cat kittens, we've got baby bunnies, we've got rats, mice, and a little piglet over there. I have my super amazing farmyard staff here. Farmyard staff, can you give me a wave?
What many people don't know about pigs is that they're quite smart. Smarter than most dogs, primates, or young children. Pigs are often thought of by us humans as dirty, but in fact they're very clean animals. And they like to go to the toilet well away from where they eat and sleep. For many little children, it's the first time they've seen an animal that isn't in a book or on a screen. The sight, sound, feel and smell of the farmyard is a great experience. And there's something for everyone.
We have a little baby kitten here, everybody. So this guy's name is Spook. One at a time for me, okay? So we make a nice little line that way. That's amazing. Yeah, did you want to give the little kitten a stroke? Oh, she likes you. She's all nice and quiet. You've got the magic hands. My name's Jack Mould, and I work at Arion Farm Park on McLean's Island Road. I work with all the animals out there and look after them and also entertain all the kids that come along to the farm as well.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. The best job in the world has always been working with animals. From a little kid, it's all I've ever wanted to do. I saw Steve Irwin on the TV and I was like, that's what I'm doing. I'm working with animals and I want to educate everybody on how amazingly cool they are.
And it seems there are lots of amazing fun facts about animals.
What else do we have in here? Can anybody else see anything else?
Jack loves nothing more than caring for animals, except perhaps talking about them.
Well, one of the things that I start off with was like the goats and the sheep, that what people don't realise is that they've got no top set of teeth. They've got a bottom set, they've got no top teeth there, and they're missing both teeth here, and they've got up and down molars right at the back. The other bit is how long a cow's tongue is. People don't realise that a cow's tongue can get to 2 to 3 foot long, which means not only can it touch your nose, but it can get nice and in to get all those boogers out, which means they've always got clean nostrils. Something else that I actually think is amazing is cows are a ruminant animal. This means that they've got one stomach, just like us, but inside they've got 4 chambers. And this means that they eat their food once, and then they regurgitate it to eat a second time. And the other thing that I like to get through to people when it comes to cows and horses, which is an important thing, is the fact that when a cow or horse starts to eat, and they got anything in their mouth, they cannot spit it back out again. They have to swallow. So we as farmers and keepers have to be really careful when we're working in the cow and horses enclosures that we don't leave any bale twine around or any Lego pieces, and make sure everything's cleaned up afterwards, otherwise they'll have to eat it if they decide to pick it up or not. So especially goats and sheep and donkeys and ponies as well, they'll be eating in a way if they don't know if they're going to get food tomorrow or not, so they'll eat as much as they can now until they're completely stuffed and they can barely eat anything else, and then because they're worried they're not going to get anything. So what we as keepers usually do is we rotate their diet. If we know that today is going to be a really busy day, we're throwing a festival event or something like that, and they're going to be fed all day long, we might not feed out their solid feed until the evening, because we know that's all they're going to get all the way through their day.
Once the calves are about 8 to 10 months old, they are weaned, which means they stop drinking from their mums and are given oat hay, sorghum or lucerne to eat. Just like horses, goats, sheep, rabbits and guinea pigs, they are vegetarian, which means they only eat hay, grass or cereals. That's not true for all the animals at the city farm, like this one. In the wild, rats are vegetarian, eating fruit, plants and berries, but in the city, they will eat just about anything.
So this is Brownie and this is Cheesy. They're best friends. They were out at the farm park, but they're just too old to be able to deal with the weather anymore. They just love people, don't you?
And did you know that rats' super strong teeth never stop growing? They have to keep nibbling to wear them down, or eating would become impossible.
This is Jack, he's 6 weeks old. Cooney. He's gonna make cute babies. They do get quite big, they get heavier, and they do get bigger.
Cooney pigs are our own New Zealand pigs. Cooney means fat and round in the Māori language. They don't smell bad, they're pretty quiet, and they're gentle. But wait, Jack has something else he wants to share with us.
So chickens are really cool because they're one of the closest relationships to the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I know, a really big dinosaur is related to this tiny old chicken, but it's true, they're like so close in the evolutionary spectrum. It's like, oh.
Chickens lived in the jungle a long time ago, but because of their delicious eggs and meat, they soon became popular throughout the world. There are about 25 billion chickens in the world, more than any other bird species, and they're pretty smart too. They can remember up to 100 different faces of people or animals. But not to be outdone, here's Jack again.
So the kiwi that we all absolutely love and own, you know how it's got that really long, what you'd call a bill? It's actually got the world's shortest bill. And the reason for that is a bill is measured from its nostrils onwards. And because a kiwi's nostrils is right at the end, it means it's got the shortest bill all birds, which I think is kind of cool. And also, their egg is the largest egg laid by any bird when you weigh it up to body scale ratio. I think it takes up something like 2/3 of the kiwi's entire body. It's huge.
Well, thank you, Jack. And thank you to all the City Farmyard animals and volunteers. When the 3-day New Zealand Agricultural Show is back next year, there will be new animal babies for us to see and touch. Machines on display, the kind that help us grow and harvest our food. We'll see sheep's wool being sheared for our clothes, carpets and shoes. Breathtaking jumps by horses and young riders. And plenty of ideas if you're thinking about what you want to do when you grow up.